Hello and welcome learners. Thank you for clicking in this video. And now we're going to discuss types of numbers, whole numbers, integers. Let's start with the whole number. Whole number, ang sabi dito ang definition niya, are simple numbers. So whole numbers are simply numbers. So let's have an example. Okay, an example dito are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So ibig sabihin so on, papuntang million yan. 100,000, million, billion, ganun. So all of that number are whole numbers. Alright? Simple as that. Simple as that. That's all the whole numbers. Right, ano naman to? Ito, 1/2 and 1.5. Is it a whole number? Of course it's not. Kasi sabi nga ng definition dito, an example din, it all started from 1. It's not a complexes, fractions, and without a decimal point, which is this one. It's a decimal point, and not in a fraction form, which we are going to discuss that later. So, tandaan ng whole number ay may 0, 1, and so on. Ayan. Alright? So, let's proceed to counting numbers. Counting numbers are whole numbers but without 0. Because we can't count 0. Totoo nga naman, we can't count 0 because 0 walang value, right? So, the word itself count, nabibilang. Okay, let's have an example. Yan. Tinanggal lang yung 0. The whole number may 0. Yung counting numbers, wala. Yun lang yung difference nila. Yun and so on, parehas na. Parehas na sila. That's a whole number. But the difference here, 0. That's it. Yun lang. So how about this? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100, and 100,000. Is it still a counting numbers? Of course, it is because we can count 20, 30, 40, and all of this number. We can count these all numbers. Let's proceed to natural numbers. Sabi dito yung natural numbers can either be counting numbers and whole numbers, depending on the subject. So, natural parang wala lang. Hindi naman na wala lang. It's just either the two of this. Alright? Just the two of this. The whole number and the counting numbers. The example is given. So, 1, 2, 3. It's the counting. And the whole number is 0. So, the difference here is 0. See? Walang 0 yung counting numbers. Yung whole numbers with 0. Yan yung difference nila. And that is a natural numbers. So let's proceed to integers. Right? Integers are like whole numbers, but they also include negative numbers. But still no fractions involved. Okay, for example, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, nasaan dyan yung whole numbers? So, from 0, 1, 2, 3, yan ang whole numbers and so on. The negative numbers, kinalata naman, ito ang negative numbers. So, always understand that the bigger the number, maliit yung value. So, asan yung mas malaki yung value? -1 or -3? So, it's -1. Yung malaki yung value. Kasi papaliit from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Papaliit yung value. Okay, here. Para maintindihan lalo. Ngayon, sabi nga kanina, na-discuss ko na this is opposite. Dito pataas, dito papaliit. And it all, and they're between the 0. Yan. The negative integers and the positive integers. That's it. That's the integers all about. So let's proceed to rational number. Ano ba ang rational number? Rational number can be made by dividing two integers. dividing by 2 integers. So let's have an example. Okay. It also comes from word ratio. Rational. Yeah. The root word ratio. It's division. It's also the word of just meaning, the same meaning of division, a ratio. Okay, let's have an example here. So 10 divided by 2 or 10 divided by 2 or 10 divided by 2 are all just the same. Iba-iba lang yung ginamit. Alright, dito, this is a division sign. Slash, it also means division. And this one, pag itong dalawang to using with the division sign and this line here, isang tingin pa lang, alam na natin na it's a division, right? Ito, we have a name here. Ito yung sa taas, may pangalan na dito. This is a numerator. This one, the 10, yung dinidivide. Ito, yung nagdi-divide is 2. This is the denominator. 10 is the numerator. 2 is the denominator. Alright? So, lahat ng ito ay just the same. It's still a division. Alright? So, here the answer, 5. Halata naman ito. 5. That's the answer. From a rational number. So, always understand the rational number as a form of fraction form. Right? Fraction. Fraction, rational, ratio, fraction. Ganun. Right? Alright, we have an example here to determine if this is a fraction or irrational. This is rational. So 3. So 3, yung fraction form niya is 3 over 1. So lahat ng numbers, whole numbers, kung 300 yan or let's have pencil. Okay. So yan, ibig sabihin this is a 300. Wait. For example, this is 300. Ano ba yan? 300 kung gusto nyo maging if you are going to transform it into a fraction form, you're just going to put it sa baba niya is 1. Yan. And that's the fraction form niya. Katulad nito. Lahat ng whole numbers are just, kung gusto mo maging fraction form niya, lagyan mo lang ng 1 sa baba. Diba? That's it. Pero hindi mo pwedeng, okay, whole number, sabi niyo, whole number. Pwede ring whole number 0, right? So it can, if you want to in a fraction form, just going to put it 1, and that's the fraction form of 0. Ang hindi lang pwede is 0 sa baba and 1 dito. That will be an error. Okay? So the answer here is yes, it's rational. So how about 4.5? Is it irrational? Yes, it's rational kasi may fraction form siya, which is 2 over 5. How about, okay, yes na siya. Alright, how about this one? We have a fraction form here, so it's yes. Ito naman, negative. This is an integer, so an integer number. It can be a fraction form, which is negative 1 over 2. So the answer here is yes. How about this one? 0.101. So is it a rational? Yes, because it has a fraction form, which is 1 over 9. So yes. How about this one? Square root of 2. Is it irrational? Wala siyang, it's a question mark. Wala siyang fraction. Is it still a rational? The answer is no. So we're going to talk about kung anong number ito, anong type of number sila. Yung square root, with the square root. Ano ba yan? It can be rational. Yan ang tanda natin. All we have to know. Alright? Yun ang tatanda nating rules. Kasi hindi naman, if you're using calculator, ito talagang lalabas na answer. Alright? So, let's have a summary. Whole numbers. Dito natin nakikita ang difference. Mas maintindihan natin lalo ang numbers kasi dito natin makikita kung ano talaga yung pinagkaiba o pinagkaparehas ng mga numbers. The whole numbers, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Counting numbers, 1, walang 0. It's the difference between the counting whole numbers and counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Natural numbers, either whole number and counting numbers, right? Either both of this, 2. While integers number, mayroon na siyang negative. So, negative 1 or negative 4, 3, 2, 1, negative 0. In between nila lagi ang 0. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hindi naman palaging ganyan, pero pag may binigay na number like negative 3, 2, basta may negative na number, it's an integer number. Alright, how about rational number? Rational number, every number that we can be in a fraction form. Alright? All number that can be in a fraction form. That's irrational, which is like this. Right? How about irrational? Itong irrational, hindi magiging in a fraction form. Hindi magiging ganyan. Okay? Yan lang. Yan lang ang pinagkaiba. Dito lang makikita natin yung pinagkaiba ng mga types of numbers. And makikita naman talaga. It's very obvious. So, let's have a short quote. So, life is like a math. You will never know the solution is unless you find a problem. Oh, pero tama naman kasi hindi natin masusolve ang isang problema unless mahanap natin ng problema, diba? Okay, let's have a learning exercise. So let's answer this. Lahat tayo mag-a-answer nito. So you can pause the video so para ma-answeran nyo. From 1 to 3, you could just have to identify kung anong types of number ito. Okay? So you can start it now and you can pause the video. Alright. I hope you already answered the questions, the learning exercise. So we're going to answer number 1. So number 1 is the numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, and 0. So napapansin nyo, may 0 dito. Diba? So yung yung types of number na may 0 is a whole number. Diba? Kasama yung 0. How about this one? Square root of 3 and pi. Obviously, with a pi, the known irrational. So, the answer is irrational. Simple lang yung quiz natin. Just, parang familiarize lang yung discussion natin kanina and then you're gonna answer this. Just, hindi naman kailangan natin i-memorya kasi hindi naman You just have to know the keyword, whole, irrational, ratio, irrational. Ganun lang. Maintindihan nyo na at maaalala nyo na sa kahit saan kayo magpunta. So, how about number 3? Okay, 3 divided by 2 is equals to 1.5. which is division. It can also fraction form. 1.5, it can also be transformed in fraction form. So it's a rational. It's a rational number. How about this number 4? A negative 2, 5, 2, and negative 5. What type of number is this? This is integers. Okay, kasi may negative na and may positive. How about number 5? 6, 2, 5, 30, 20, 12, sorry, 12 and 100. What is your answer here? Answer is counting numbers. I hope you got all the correct answers, and please stay tuned kasi I'm making a lot of lessons about mathematics. We're going to start first in a very basic, and then we're going forward dun sa mga complex na. Okay? Just hinihinay lang. Dahan-dahan lang ta. If you like this video, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please hit subscribe and notification bell so you will be notified for the next video. See you soon.